what is up? Rob M here, and this is a special episode of Rob M Studios called Rob Rambles. So this weekend we had the Maryland State Redemption Tournament. We drove down through New York and Pennsylvania on Friday and got to have dinner with Demon Hunter 85 and his family. Great to meet them, had a great time. Lots of laughs, kids had fun hanging out. And then Saturday morning we had the Maryland State Redemption Tournament. As you will hear on the threshing floor, on Tuesday, John will announce who came in what place, so I'll try not to get into that too much, but we had 8 participants represented from 3 states. My daughter and I were from the New York State. We had Charles Johnson and Amanda Johnson from Pennsylvania, and then the 4 remaining players were from Maryland, the state that is the one we were in for the game. So we had Rob Smith and Dave Smith. We also had Sean Wenzel. Don't know if I'm saying that right. I hope I am, Sean. Hope you give this special episode a listen. And we also had Xavier from Maryland as well. So we had 8 players. We started out, and we actually started on time, which was amazing. We all got there a little bit early. We got set up. We had 2 big tables set up to play, anticipating that we had just those 8 players, since Hendricks couldn't surprise us. Sad face. And then we got started right away, like I said, and we sat down and we did type 1 2-player. We did round robin with the 4 players that played, and then the remaining 4 of us played sealed deck. We just did 2 rounds to try to get everything done around the same time. Oddly enough, we still finished sealed deck before the last round of type 1 2-player was played. And then we had some lunch, had some Little Caesars delivered. So those steaks at our tournaments, I actually am allergic to beef, so I couldn't have steak. So I'm just wondering, Jay, what would be my beef-free option if I came to one of your tournaments? So if you want to just let me know that, if you give this a listen. And then, so yeah, we had some pizza for lunch. After that was booster draft. So we did booster draft with 6 players. We drafted Cloud of Witnesses. We drafted Revelation of John, Fall of Man. Oh, there's a deer. Prophecies of Christ, and Lineage of Christ. So we drafted from 5 packs. We drafted in groups of 3 since there were 6 players, and we did 2-player booster draft. So after the draft was done, we reshuffled our spots and got paired up against a couple of players. I guess I'm rambling on, so I'm actually, this is a special episode because I'm rambling to stay awake on the drive home on Sunday night. So to kind of backtrack a little bit, because I'd like to just kind of talk about the entire tournament, I participated in Seal Deck. So I was paired up against Sean the first round. We drafted, we did a little bit of trading, traded 1 card that helped him win a soul. So that was good for him. Yeah. Soul Drought. Soul Drought in those 4th edition starter decks is painful. I had a couple of Soul Gen cards in my deck. I even just put a couple of pale green evil characters in my deck because I had an enhancement that would generate a soul for me. Actually never got that to work out, unfortunately. Never really got to my Fishers of Men. I had the I deck. After that I played my daughter, and she had trouble getting heroes out. And anytime she did, it was kind of one at a time, and Christian Martyr hit one. Just some, I think I used the Territory Class 1 to underdeck one of them. So yeah, that was a good game for me, and so for her. But yeah, so, since I'm rambling on, we can get back to what I was saying about Booster Draft. So Booster Draft was a lot of fun. We did 3 rounds of 2-player action. First round, I was paired up against Sean again, and it was a nail biter. It definitely was. We did time out, and I was able, I believe he went first. He won the dice roll, and he went first. I had a couple good blocks. I drafted Eamon he's from Fall of Man or something like that. 12/8 gray and black evil character, with a Moabite giant or something like that. And so I didn't really get to use the special ability on him because he needed another Moabite giant in play. But just the fact that he was 12/8 was kind of a nuisance. So actually worked out pretty well for that fact. And I had a 0/6, I think Goliath's armor enhancement to play on him if I needed to. Here comes the rain, so sweet sounds of rain in the background. It's Rob Rambles. And now a word from our sponsor, YourTurnGames.biz. Be sure to check out YourTurnGames.biz. They have singles, great way to get a card that you might be missing from your deck, or a card that you sought after so many times and have yet to get. They also sell the booster packs. They sell full boxes of booster packs, awesome looking play mats, many more things. So be sure to check out YourTurnGames.biz, and thank you for sponsoring me, and hope you guys enjoy as we continue. Rob Rambles. Okay, so yeah, this is not Tyler Talks, this is Rob Rambles. This is not Redemption and Rob. Yes, Sissy has joined us. I kind of woke her up on accident just because I was getting a little tired and needed a way to make the drive home. So, yep, I said what better way than to record a episode for Rambles Studios. So this will be an interesting episode because I got to figure out what to do with the background. So I guess we'll just have a fun little background as we're talking, and hope you guys enjoy a little bit about that. As she attempts to go back to sleep, we will continue our rambling. So, yeah, I was playing in Sean in Booster Draft, and I was able to just pull out the win. I believe time was about to run out. I was able to end my turn. I believe we were at 3-3. So yeah, the time was running out, and we were both at 3. So he had one more chance to rescue, and then I was going to get one more chance as well. And I got a block. I don't remember with who at this point. I want to say the enhancement that really did me well in all 3 games was like the silhouette of the hand, and I can't think of what it's called right now. I want to say something like darkness, something to do with darkness or something like that, but that could be completely wrong because, you know, I'm looking at the road, I'm not looking at anything to help me let you guys know what card I'm talking about. But anyway, the card says something to the effect of set aside X heroes in battle, cannot be negated if X is for X or X is 4 or greater, something like that. And X is the number of opponents' good brigades. So yeah, we were playing booster draft, and pretty much every single opponent I saw had at least 4 to 6 or 7 brigades in their deck or their territory. So that gave me some CBN set asides, which really helped. So after I beat Sean 4-3, I got paired up second table with Dave Smith, and I won't go into too much detail, but definitely had some good rescues with just some big heroes. I believe Elders of the City was my MVP of that game, if I remember it correctly, and I think he got me at least 3 souls. I was able to pull off that same move on defense with that set aside enhancement, and it was CBM again as well. And I believe my other good block was with Scapegoat. I had Scapegoat, and it might have been Turncoat, and I could be wrong, but yeah, I had some good evil cards, and then a lot of like banding into battle cards for offense. Patriarch's Travels on white was helpful because I could bring in any hero with that. So I could even bring in my opponent's heroes if I wanted to. I think at one point I needed a silver hero to be brought in to have an enhancement to play if necessary. So I was able to ban to my opponent's angel. I had a bunch of angels in my deck. I had a good amount of white heroes. I believe David the Psalmist was the first hero I pulled, because we started with clouds. And then I was able to get Hannah, I was able to get Samuel, I was even able to use Hannah's effect. I think I drew a few cards off of her, and then protected stuff by underdecking Samuel or whatever. I think it underdecks him. So yeah, we had a lot of fun playing booster draft. Third round, I played Charles Johnson, and yeah, I won that game 5-0. I believe I won the one against Dave 5-0 as well. I did not draw any souls against Charles until the very end, which was just really painful for him. I feel bad about that. It's basically kind of what happened to me when I was playing Sean in the first round of Sealed deck. Sean never drew any souls for me, so I ended up doing that to Charles, and I pretty much just walked in for a lot of rescues. Fuzzy on which hero it was, but King Amaze has, or King Amazing as it's sometimes called. And I've just been driving in circles. Hold on. Alright, we ramble on.
Yeah, so anyway, the hero of the game, was King Amaza, or King Amazing, as I like to call him, or I think we used to call him back in the day. I believe he pretty much did all the rescuing for that game, and then when Charles finally did have somebody to block with, he blocked with a king of Israel. Or no, maybe it wasn't a king of Israel, but it was at least a warrior class character. So I got to play Valley of Salt on King Amazing, and it is CBN when played on King Amazing, and that sealed the deal on the game. So yeah, booster draft worked out well for me, and then after booster draft we played type 2-2 player. I played that against Sean, so in the 3 categories that Sean played in, I played him in every single one, and we actually timed out, and I was able to beat him, I believe, 5-3. I was running a Disciples offense. At one point, I got pretty scared because he ran the gold offense, did a lot of reserving of my cards, and I want to say there's about 30 cards reserved at the end of the game. But at one point, I was pretty scared because he had Roman Whip on 2 evil characters and at least 2 other evil characters in his territory. I was able to pull out Authority of Christ and wipe out, I think it was about 5 evil characters, the 1 in battle plus those 4 in territory. That got me a soul. I think we had a couple walk-ins on, I think I had at least 1 walk-in, but there was also a few times where, yeah, it was just battle after battle. I had to do a lot of defensive playing. At one point, I wasn't going to block, and I was just going to give up a soul. And I was able to block with... Be sure to check out yourturngames.biz. Yourturngames.biz has contender decks. What's a contender deck, you say? Well, a contender deck is a deck of 50 cards with a 10-card reserve that can get you right into the competitive scene, and is also a fun way to play and learn the game. All sorts of contender decks available, ones themed around Genesis heroes, Exodus heroes, ones involving the good gold cards, Flood, Survivors, you name it, they got it. Lots of fun contender decks. Be sure to check out yourturngames.biz for all your redemption gaming needs. Alright, so yeah, I was blocking with... Oh, there's some roadkill. Anaya the High Priest. I always get those 2 names mixed up. So anyway, most of his abilities didn't really matter. I was able to... I think I was able to interrupt the battle, or... At one point I was able to play... oh gosh, that one that looks like John Rhys Davis. Just a Hireling. There we go. I was able to play... Yes, we were by a lake. I was able to play Just a Hireling to underdeck all my Meek Souls, because that was another part of my strategy, the Meek Souls and drawing of high places. So that got me a good block there. I might have even been the block I'm talking about, because, like I said, Rambles is what we're talking about. So, yeah, that was a fun game, and then, after that, I joined in on the teams action. We had 3 teams, Rob and Dave Smith, Charles and Amanda Johnson, and Rob M and Sissy M. And so we did round robin. So while they were playing, the other 2 teams were playing, I played Sean, and then after that, my next game was with Charles and Amanda, and we played them and Moses. Man, Moses and Shipra and all sorts of craziness that our disciples could not do anything about. I wanted to play on a team with my daughter, so it was a lot of fun. We got to, be teammates and, just have fun, because ultimately this is just a game of fellowship, to have fun, right? And so we had a lot of fun, and we didn't get a single soul in that game at all, but we had fun.
And then I was even focusing on the game. I was so distracted.
Yeah, we didn't win a single soul. Yeah. So yeah, we lost 5-0, and then we played Rob and Dave Smith, and same thing happened. We did not win a single soul. Part of my problem was I put all my good cards into Type 2, and I didn't really have time to move them to my team's deck. So Authority of Christ wasn't in there. Chronicles wasn't in there. Pretty much any good card that we needed wasn't in my deck. I had Matthew. I believe I had Simon. We had some good stuff. It was just like we had Life in the Sun happening against us. I'm pretty sure Rob decked out after, like, what did we have, like maybe 4 turns, 5 turns. Yeah, but anyway, it was a lot of fun. Everybody had a great time. The meta. Yeah, like I said, Matthew was out there. Moses negating everything in your territory was a thing. So when I wanted to do some stuff to get some good cards for my reserve, I was pretty cut off from that. I did have Golden Cherubim, so I was able to even use that 4 times at one point when Life in the Sun was taking place. And unfortunately, I put all the good and the good type dominance into my daughter's team's deck. So I wasn't able to get Golden Cherubim into a fortress, so that she could have done it to get out Son of God in New Jerusalem. So at the time I only had 1 second coming, and that was still in my Type 2 deck. Yeah, but I just want to thank you guys for listening. Oh man, I forgot to do the spoilers. I'm supposed to do that first, right? So yeah.
Spoilers?
The spoilers for the week, right? I think Abigail was one of them. I couldn't tell you what she does though. I'd have to go look at the card. Yeah, we're just not gonna do spoilers. Please remember to like and subscribe. Definitely did not even realize that GPS had turned off, and I was just driving, and I was like, it hasn't told me where to go in a while. Alright, so yeah, like I said, when we left the tournament Saturday night, we headed up to Pennsylvania and spent the day at Hershey Park on Sunday. and we had a lot of fun. Went on some roller coasters, and then we got rained out. So we actually get to go back at some point. So that's kind of cool. We get you free tickets to come back if you get rained out for X amount of time. And we have a special guest with us as we're traveling home. And if you could guess it, it is Sissy, aka Cat Inc. And I will leave a link below in the description for her YouTube page. If you could leave her a like and a subscribe. So Sissy, what was your favorite part of the tournament?
Getting Leafeon.
Getting Leafeon?
Yeah, I finally completed my collection.
You have all the Eevee evolutions?
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. What do you like better? Redemption or Pokemon?
Pokemon. I got Espeon, then I got, I think it was Flareon and Jolteon, then I got Glaceon, then after that, I think it was Umbreon. No, yeah, Umbreon. Oh wait, I'm missing Vaporeon. Vaporeon was like one of the next one. Then Umbreon. No, then Sylveon, then Umbreon, then Leafeon. That's the order.
All sorts of Pokemon.
I could say the whole order over again, because I don't know if that was the right order, but it was close. I know Espeon was the first one. And Espeon and Leafeon are fun fact, they're both normal cards. They're not like rare cards, like V's or... Oh, actually, I have a shiny GX shiny Umbreon. Is that cool? I have a shiny Umbreon.
That is cool.
I'm going to show it on my YouTube channel soon.
Now you have a Leafeon.
Yes. Remember when I screamed in the car about Leafeon?
Yep, she screamed in the car as we were leaving the church from the event. Because she got to open Pokemon cards after her redemption tournament.
It was technically the ones I bought, but I still was happy.
She was literally jumping for joy inside a vehicle. Yeah, so we are almost home, and this has been an episode of Rob M Studios, Rob Rambles, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Shout out to Demon Hunter 85 for being the church host for the tournament. While I was the game host, it's also important to recognize our church hosts to events. And without them, it wouldn't be possible to have these tournaments, really. So, Rob, thank you for having your church available, and just glad your church family was willing to let us all be there and play the game of redemption that we all love so much. And again, it was just awesome to get to know everybody that was there more and get to know Rob and his family a bit more. And again, just thank you guys for listening, and talk to you guys again soon. All right. Peace.
Bye.
Where am I going?